Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Shari, Elisa. In today's video we are going to do a Buena Noche, which is just most Hispanics, if you guys don't know I'm Dominican, most Hispanics usually do tonight is Christmas for them. Like Christmas Day is just a day to relax. There's Christmas Eve in traditional Hispanic households, including mine, is to party today. It's raining in New York and I'm seeing my dad tomorrow. I just got off work and I was like, let me give a little beat with the new hair and get into this. The last video I did was just kind of boring, and so I have some things I want to talk about. So we're gonna do a little beat just for the night. I was doing my brows while I was making a phone call. It's called multitasking. Try it. So what is on everyone's list for Christmas? What are we asking Santa for? So for me, I am asking, obviously for me because I'm the one who's talking, I'm asking Santa to give me a life that I am abundantly blessed for, that I am thankful and grateful for, that includes more love, more shmoney, and to learn how to do stocks. I feel like I'm asking for things that are kind of like intangible in a sense. I'm just gonna do my video and everything that I'm wearing on my face will be listed in the description below in order so that it makes sense. Cool. I feel like it's just the year of, like, you know, it is a year of appreciating what you have, right? But I think that trying to force people to be grateful in a time where, like, our government is giving us $600 after 9 or 10 months of just living off of $1,200 is fucking insane. I want to give you basic bitch vibes, but I also want to give you a little jazzaroo. But for what? But for what? This is like, I want to give you the Sala outfit. Like, the Sala outfit is, I'm gonna put a picture of my last year's, or was it Thanksgiving? I have a Thanksgiving or Christmas Sala outfit that I wore that was so basic, and I just took pictures of myself while my father and my uncle watched videos from when they were literally my age in Santo Domingo. You're cute to drink water. One time Kiki Palmer tweeted that, I don't know who needs to hear this, but that lemon water isn't doing anything. And the funniest thing about that is, like, my sentiments are like, but there's also people who hate water. It doesn't matter how organic, clean, bone dry, pH balanced that water is, it's just not great to them. And I love water. I don't drink soda like that. If I do, it's usually ginger ale. I'm not like a Coke or Sprite person. Well, I am a Sprite. I'm a Sprite ginger person. Depending if I'm like at a barbecue or some type of party, like those kind of things usually washed on the food good, but it's not something I'm gonna drink every day. You know, like I need my teas. I love cold brew and I love water. I have no problem with it. But truthfully speaking, like sometimes when you're tired of like drinking water, lemon just like hits the spot and it jazzes up the whole thing. And the craziest thing is that even though America is going through their struggles, you know, people like Jeff Bezos, what is he, a trillionaire now? And there's a part of me that's like, I can't be mad that a white man who got money from his family to start this business has made it successfully. You know, the opportunities for white people, like that is their opportunity. Like they can go far just off of being white. I'm gonna do what the girls are doing. I am going to put a little bit of concealer. As I said, everything will be listed in the bottom bar. I'm using this brush to basically I'm kind of color correcting with a concealer that is really nice, which I really like. It's from Laura Mercier, and I'm doing underneath the eyes. I like how tacky it gets. You know, I've had this concealer probably a year plus and it still is nice. As much of a struggle as 2020 has been, like, I'm excited for 2021. I don't have any expectations though. Like, I'm planning these things that I want to do and what I want, where I want to like take my own personal life outside of like YouTube and stuff. Like, I'm planning all those things because there are parts of life that are still going, whether, you know, we like it or not. But I am definitely into that meme that's like, what are the terms and conditions? Because 2020 was such a shit show that like my humbling moment when I think about 2020 is like, damn, this was the same year that Kobe died. Like, we were all emotionally fucked up. Like, I cannot look at Vanessa Bryant's page and not get emotional. Her girls and everything that's happening with her family, like her mom suing her is insane. We all know that Vanessa got a pretty penny out of that situation. No one else wants to say it, I will. And that's the scariest thing that I think about people with money. Like, you know, in my previous video, my girlfriends and I were all talking about, you know, we wanted to be rich. And it's like, yeah, who doesn't want to be wealthy? Like, why would you want to be in a situation where you're constantly suffering and trying to make ends work? Like, people should, I think everyone should be rich. You know, like, white people have that privilege all the time, but like, I think all Hispanics, all black people, anybody who is in the minority that don't have the access to resources the way that other cultures do should work hard as fuck to be wealthy, to pass that down to their kids, to pass that down to, you know, their partners. Like, anybody around them that's in their community should be on the wealth wagon. NARS is no joke. So I'm wearing caramel, and the funny thing about this concealer, it's like, when I was at Sephora, I was always selling this to people, specifically more on the fair side, because I feel like they had so many options that were actually doable. It's a good concealer. It's creamy. I hate, with a passion, the packaging. How everybody was talking about their superpowers this week. I was laughing with my friends because I was like, I don't think I got my super, like the conjunction. So if you guys don't know, there was a girl who was having a conversation with somebody. If I can find the original meme, I will put it in below. But the girl was essentially saying that like black people are gonna get their powers, and like, I pray to God that we all do, and that we wake up from this vortex of, what is it, matrix, the matrix of capitalism, and that we're all doing the things that make us happy. Because like, honestly, physical work, that's what I was saying with my friend on Twitter the other day. I was like, my superpower has been sleep. And I was laughing about how I essentially like don't want to physically work anymore. And the conversation with some of my girlfriends always seemed like, wait, you don't want to work? And it's like, no, I want to be doing more things with my family and friends. I want to be traveling. I want to be sleeping, resting, having good sex with my husband, or my, you know, my lover, whoever I end up with, the good man that I am, and that I live in a nice house. I'm like, I honestly think everyone should live like that. There are people who enjoy physical work. I'm really enjoying how this makeup is coming out. It's looking so fucking good. Really like giving myself the bright fucking eye, guys. Girls and gals, I'm giving myself a beat. What I want to do is go in and I want to give myself a super high cheekbone, and I'm blending it into the concealer a little bit. Ooh, she is speaking. I feel like with Saweetie's channel, you feel like you're there with her, and you feel like you're experiencing all of that. But I thought it was so sweet that her boo thing, it's the thought that counts, right? Because like, in the last video I was talking about, so I'm just setting underneath there, pressing it into my under eye. The thing about Saweetie and like her relationship with Weston, it was like, we know like the average person cannot afford the Birkin and the Bentley and all that stuff. But I feel like you can tell that those two are really like into each other. Like, they really like each other. And it's not necessarily about them buying each other stuff, but if you saw their interview with, I think it was GQ magazine, you can just tell that like, they really fuck with each other, and they really like each other and like taking care of each other, which I think is, you know, essential to a good relationship, right? It's like, I want to take care of you because you're taking care of me. And I thought it was so sweet that he got her the car, but it's not necessarily about the car. It's about the fact that like her brand is Icy Girl, you know, and like wasn't that her first single? Like that's essentially what made Sweetie. And I thought it was so sweet that like he paid attention to the details and put Icy in the headrest of the car, and there's little ice glacier, and like that's like their signature thing. And it's like, you know, buying a gift I feel like is like easy. You can buy, I mean it's never about the amount, right? I mean, because they have that kind of money, so I expect them to do those kind of things. But what was really nice is like seeing details, because it's like he gives a fuck, he pays attention. If you guys don't know, I am an avid astrology, tarot, like I love all spiritual things, right? And I try to follow a little bit of everybody online. Like I'm not into sports, but I would say I follow a little bit of everything on all my social media platforms. I know Cardi B. I think her team probably should have done a little bit of research before they got in and just said, oh, we're gonna, you know, do X, Y, and Z. Because if you guys don't know, Cardi is doing a Instagram. Let me like go to the page so this all makes sense. Cardi B. So it's called Cardi B Truth Teller, and she is going to be doing, starting December 26th, you DM her and you're going to so it says starting December, DM me Cardi B to self-reflect on some hot fresh truths. So it's got 34,000 followers on it. It's interesting. I actually should message it right now and be like, hey Cardi B, love you so much. What's the deal for my YouTube channel 2021? I need a Bodak Yellow hit for YouTube. Hit style. Link in the bio. Okay, so these are my thoughts. The spiritual community has every right to be upset. Like, oh, you know, when it comes to astrology and anything spiritual and tarot, that community is already used to being told that they have pseudoscience and it's not real, and it's like, how do we actually prove this? And you know, if astrology isn't real, it's a constant back and forth with non-believers, you know, questioning if it's real. And it's like, if people like it, one thing we need to bring into 2021 is stop policing people. Stop policing people from liking whatever they like. Like, if they like something and you don't understand it, like, get comfortable. And I hope that this happens with the age of Aquarius. Like, get comfortable with like allowing people to like things that you don't understand. People hate what they don't understand. That was the NARS lyric right there. Tarot and astrology readings, all that stuff, those are some people's checks. That's their livelihood. And so I think what fucked it up for some people was like, Cardi was tweeting how, you know, responding back per usual. Ooh, this nose is contoured. Responding back to people who were like essentially hating me, like, what is this about? I understand both sides, because reading a chart, reading people's horoscopes, reading people's tarot cards has never been a business that was able to just be out and about without it kind of concerning like other people, like, oh, this is the devil and religion and stuff like that. And like the fact that her team and YouTube are saying, oh, we're gonna just, you know, post these little like fortune cookie style things, it changes but years and countless moments of like their life going tumultuous. It's like, if you've never seen, let me put the card right here, if you've never seen this card, it's the Tower. When this card shows up in a reading, it's not necessarily this bad, but it will turn your shit upside down so it can prove some point to you. And so like, I feel like the people who have been doing astrology and Twitter and like specifically tarot, you know, they have to, those people are clairvoyant, you know, and like a lot of these people, they're mediums and they don't know really how to explain what they just know. And so for a celebrity to come in and of course take over an avenue that they've been working so hard to be on top of and like actually give people the guidance with it. But this is the thing, you know, celebrities are celebrities for a reason. Their team is supposed to think of the next best thing for them, and it's like I'm gonna play devil's advocate, and I know some people would hate that, but I'm gonna play devil's advocate. One, this makeup looks fucking flawless right now, and two, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't blame her team because like celebrities have to stay relevant, and it sucks that it has to be in this virtual community, but you know, what you gonna do about it? Hope that there's nobody in the DMs like, yo, Cardi, I'm having a struggling life, and she sends them this piece of paper like, yo, you son, you about to get through and everything's gonna be easy peasy lemon squeezy. Like, I hope that there's like true guidance in that, but we know that there's not, and I hope that like we need to bring into 2021 the conversation of like people doing their own research. Like, it is your responsibility to do the research. You know, when you get to a certain age, you know, you cannot call mommy and daddy to say, I mean, you could if you got it like that, which is fine, but like, you know, God forbid you don't have your parents, or you don't have some sort of like guidance in your life to like get you through those kind of like tough moments. Some people go through celebrities and like they are kind of enchanted. Like, fans are enchanted. Putting lashes on are so annoying. Really gonna pack this bitch on. I know that there are a lot of like amazing creators on obviously all social media platforms, including this one, YouTube. I'm on myself, and like when you post your thoughts and your feelings and your cards and your sayings and all these things to these companies, right, which we don't own the data for, right, because they essentially want our data, you kind of give up your right to intellectual property, and it belongs to them. You can sue them, right? But what are you really going to get out of it? And I wouldn't be surprised if this was just like something that one person on her team, an intern or somebody, was like, hey, we would really like to do this idea. What do you think? And she was like, yeah, let's do it. Let's hop on it. It's just like what happened with her. I don't remember what magazine it was for, but she was imitating an Indian goddess, and there was a bunch of controversy. But for somebody who understands publicity and PR, everything, there is no such thing as bad press unless you're physically harming somebody or there's a life or death. I think everything has a means to interpretation, and it goes really far with like these celebrities and their teams. They're like, this is why I'm devil's advocate, because like you have to do things to keep the buzz going, to get people talking about you, or we're looking for the next best thing and we're forgetting about you. I feel like tarot has definitely skyrocketed in the past like 3 years. It's been talked about a lot, and you know, one of my favorite astrologers once said that like if you wanted to get into that industry, do it now, because like imagine all the people who were never interested in tarot that are now going to be interested in tarot because of Cardi B. Like, it's about the influence, and like, who knows, this could actually bring sales to people that are in the tarot and spiritual community, and then people will know more about themselves and they'll get more truths and they'll be more excited for it. And so I'm going to play devil's advocate and hope and pray that this brings like an amazing like experience to other people, to like look outside of themselves to find the answers kind of within. But you know, I could be wrong, who knows. Down in the comment section and let me know what you think about this Cardi B situation. My battery is currently dying. I'm probably gonna put on a lip and FaceTime my family and say Merry Christmas with little Coquito. I love you guys so much. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate, even if it's just doing nothing but smoking a blunt and laying in your bed. This is my love to you. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Don't you just love this beat? She's giving beat. I just put